Horse racing fans, welcome back to Gallop Racer 2004. Let's take a look at the little ones, as I like to usually do. I forgot to do it last episode. So, as you can see, out of these 8, we have 2 5-stars, which is great. Westwood Village, I think, full-blooded sister to Eastside Band, or half-blood at minimum, and then Stars Align out of Galaxy Star. We have Social Lie here, this 1-year-old filly by Secret Ending out of Miss Vaporwave. As you can see, she's looking pretty solid. There's her pedigree, just for reminders. You have King Bee, Pink Gemstone, Azamata, Moonbee. It's going to be kind of quick. Guitar solo, and not this episode, but just kind of going through this. Guitar solo, 1-year-old colt by Solo Rider out of Cleopatra. 4 stars across the board, as you can see. Diamond Plan, Moon Trapper, Flying Cowboy, Azamata, Western Tiger, Desert Diver, Ant B, Suave Buster, Cleopatra. Really solid pedigree, so really excited for Guitar solo. He should rock. Pun intended. Adios Charlie by Formal Opera de Soy Conquistador. The power is like, because, well, you know, you have Arctic Crop, Diamond Plan, Formal Opera, all with pretty respectable power ratings, especially in the case of Diamond Plan and Formal Opera. And Soy Conquistador and Chasing Heart, not bad. So 3 stars right now is either a late development, which is very possible, obviously with the Formal Opera type of cult here. Sometimes I end up forgetting. But 5-star flex is great, and of course that's because Dirt from Secretariat, aka Formal Opera, runs in the blood of Adios Charlie here, and Soy Conquistador is a turf horse, so you should be fun. Moving on to Westwood Village, 1-year-old filly by Diamond Plan out of Tigris Stone. Yeah, she's a half-blood sister to Eastside Band. Because I think Eastside Band is... Gosh, who in Tigris of Stone? Is it Diamond Plan? No, it's not Diamond Plan. I thought it was another sire. I'll have to go back and check. Yeah. 5-star future, 5-star flex. Like, she's going to be able to do anything. Only 3-star power. Not really concerned about it considering her pedigree. So, yeah, Westwood Village should be great. Next, Queen's Valley, 1-year-old filly by Valley King out of Butterfly Effect. Really excited for her. I would say this is more of a project horse. Abigail, I'm sure me and you both have interest in this pedigree specifically because of Valley King, of course, and Chasing Hearts. Butterfly Effect from my side. So, yeah, I'm excited for Queen's Valley. I think she's going to be underrated like her father was, and I think she'll overachieve like her mother did, so that's what I'm hoping for. Tokyo T-Room, 1-year-old filly by Kinky Light out of Bay City. She's gonna rock. 4-star future, 4-star power. Really excited for her. A little bit different pedigree, obviously. He's Stargazing, Moon Trapper, Desert Diver, Ant B, Lee's Gold, Western Tiger. So she's gonna have power. She's gonna be willful. Okay, she's gonna have a lot of heart. Bay City had a lot of heart. Kinky Light was all game. Yeah, I think she's going to be pretty explosive, so I'm really excited for her. Another 1-year-old filly, Stars Align by Secret Ending out of Galaxy Star. She's going to rock. Again, another one of these girls. Like, probably really could say this about all of them, but again, you have Vivid Legend, Chasing Heart, Arctic Crop, Swab Buster. A little bit more of a niche pedigree, but guts. You're going to have that close race, okay, that grit ability, and the fact that she's 4 stars for power and calm, 5-star for future. Yeah, she's one of the only 2 5-stars in this entire group of 8, so pay attention to Stars Align. Last but not least, 1-year-old colt Magic Spurs by He Stargazing on a Frugal Lark. 4-star future, 3-star flex, 5-star power, and 3-star calm. So, pedigree, we just started. Western Tiger, Lee's Gold, He's Stargazing, Frugal Lark here. Magic Spurs, I think, is going to be a really, really solid beginning pedigree for us long term in regards to really the power. Frugal Lark, extremely powerful. Western Tiger, of course, he's Stargazing. In fact, Lee's Gold, yeah, the whole pedigree, but specifically Western Tiger and Frugal Lark, and then, of course, he's Stargazing inherited most of that same power rating. So, Magic Spurs should be awesome. And, yeah, we have nothing there, so those should be really, I mean, it's like, you finally get to the point where you have those type of yearlings and that type of potential. It's really exciting, so looking forward to that. We'll be kicking off today with the Grade 2 Valley Stakes. Appreciate you all for the love and support, as always. And I have an idea of the team names, because I'm recording this a day after Christmas, I think. So I'm going to go with names based off of some of the horses, right? And it doesn't mean we're racing those horses, whether it's a retired filly, colt, or broodmare sire. Like, it doesn't matter. For example, Bolero's Court will be the name of one of the teams that I will represent. And really, like, each team can kind of have a captain just to represent, because I think what will be necessary for these series going forward with participation is to have someone that can still at least represent. Gosh, why have I said that word 3 times? You know what I mean? Someone that can speak on behalf of the rest of the members on their team. If, we all have busy lives and different things. So I think a designated captain or someone would be nice. So I would represent that, obviously, for Bolero's Court last time, using that for the day. And then anyone else, I was thinking of a team related to the Galaxy Star bloodline. Abigail, I figure you wouldn't mind probably being captain for that one. And then the rest of you can just feel free to suggest names. Like I said, we're probably going to do 4 teams to start out. And 4 teams means the other 2 you guys would have to vote on yourself in the community, and whether that's just comments or just by whoever, responds with something first. I mean, I'm completely fine and flexible with what's going to work. But I think that'll give us the best opportunity to expand later. And if we decide that adding more teams is necessary, then we will. I just want to start it out as 4 just to keep it very simple. I figure, gosh, me and Abigail's been one of the first viewers here. Several of you as well have been here from a while ago, so you kind of get that veteran status, you know what I mean, as far as being a captain for a team. But I'm totally cool with someone new that into the community also being a captain. Sometimes, that's how it happens as well. So Naked Chariot's up, top 5 goal here in this grade 2 on the dirt. I've done this race with him so many times in my Gallop Racer playthrough in my life. Trying to win it is usually the goal. It's one of my favorite grade 2 races to run here on the dirt, so see how it goes. But yeah, the other 2 teams, I mean, if you guys end up just, like I said, suggesting the names, I may post a poll if we end up getting several selections, and then we'll just see what the community votes for, and we'll go from there. And then any other teams that may have been featured in a poll but not selected for at least the first initial, seasons of our new community playthrough, obviously you would be in rotation for the next one. So you guys know me, I always get everybody involved. It's just on a rotational basis. So yeah, it'll be fun. I promise it'll be fun. It's definitely going to be a way to give a little bit more stakes to the series as far as everybody's horses participating. Of course, I'm the rider, and I'm trying my best to do better with these horses, and I'm also trying my best to focus on racing and acquiring horses that I think fit my play style. I think we've obviously learned through the years of watching you guys, specifically watching me on YouTube and me sometimes watching my film back. It's like, yeah, I'm clearly better with certain horses and I just don't work well with others. It's irregardless of their level, you know what I mean? So, all right, here we go. Is that too soon? That feels too soon. You have last corner leader? No. That felt way too soon. We're going to get smoked by whoever this 13 is flaring risk, yeah. Come on, Naked Chariot. Hang on there for a top 4, buddy. That's all we need. That's all we need. Well, technically top 5. Yeah, that'll be just about 4th. That's fair. Yeah, I feel like I pushed him way too soon. Probably could have sent him more to the rail, but, I mean, that was more so of an exercise for me, so I will take that with Naked Chariot. Not pretty, but, yeah, on the spurt. We'll move on, though. We'll move on. So that's going to be a 2nd place for Naked Chariot, 4th place for Naked Chariot. As far as what the rewards will be at the end of like a competitive season or whatever, and when I'm saying competitive, obviously you guys know what I mean, but I have no idea what that'll be. I'm still thinking through some of those things, but most likely I would figure it out within the next week. I'm kind of at the very ending stages of that point, and sometimes it's just a matter of me just picking which direction I want to go. I already have the assets set up, so just kind of deciding what would be best. We still have 4 races on the calendar here. A Grade 2, the Grade 2 Rose Stakes with Heart of Stone. The Grade 2 Plain Stakes here with Big Friday. The grade 1 Osaka Derby. That should feature You Made Me Promises. And the grade 3 Yokohama Derby on the dirt with Cafe Bronco. We just raced with Naked Chariot, so it's always like to make sure to... Actually, you should be fine. I won't sweat a race now. Okay. Yeah, there's like I said, there's another entirely hidden Gallop Racer series I'll be doing. That'll also be... That one will be a little bit more legitimately... Gosh. Is this the damn just going to be repeating the same words over and over? Gosh, I hope not. No. I have to use the word, though. It's just the first one that comes to mind. Like, this one is going to be legitimately competitive. We're up here with Heart of Stone in this grade 2, going 10 furlongs on the turf. And still... Wait. I see a horse with question marks. That means I must be one. Going for gold, yeah. I'm like, I see a horse with question marks next to the leg type. Obviously, in this game, that means it's one of my horses that I lost. And she's the favorite. Has she beaten us? I always forget. Somebody please remind me. Let's go look at her. Oh, you spoiled brat. I just couldn't figure her out, man. Buy Golden Boy out of Real Happy. Super disappointing because look at all those abilities. Like, yeah, I feel like I really would have probably been in a position to overachieve with her. Slightly beyond what expectations the game has set for her. Anywho, regardless, she's our competition. We're on Heart of Stone here today. By Gentle House out of Chasing Hard. Spurt, last corner leader, grit, our latent abilities, come back in a slow track, okay. Are your auto abilities, you see the stats here. Good heart rating, of course, that's a part of this pedigree. Look at that leg type. I can run her pretty much anywhere except she doesn't want to be leading. Yeah. That's perfectly fine with us. But anyways, there will be another Gallop Racer series. Some of you will be getting messages on my Discord probably within the next few weeks regarding these series. I'll just be asking you, you know, if you'll want to participate or what you'll want your role to be. Outside of some people I already kind of talked to and know what their participation will be. So just expect that over the next couple of weeks and some changes. Slow rollouts. I noticed in the past when I try to do things on this channel, I try to do it all at once, and that's why I end up getting burnt out. I'm just slowly going to do things over time and tell myself, like, there's no real, like, serious set date or something, you know, for when everything should be in play. It's just like, yeah, I want to get things rolling, obviously heading into next year, and then by the spring, yeah, most things should be at least revealed to you guys, whether we're into the very beginning of the series or, you know, we're kind of just getting into the makings of structuring everything. Like, everything will be, you know, in motion by that point. So just kind of keeping you all updated. It's the easiest way to do that without making like any other announcements. Sometimes I forget to post in my Discord about it, but so Heart of Stone here looking pretty good. Nice, let's go. All right. Yes, I almost thought I hesitated with that, and apparently not. I told you, this girl can go, man. That's why I'm like, yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Because you're going to tire out at the end here up this hill. Oh, can she make it? Can she make it? Can she make it? No. Oh, gosh. I thought I was going to have a chance. No. Stamina's completely burnt out. Ah, gosh. That just looked awful in the end. Man, not what I wanted to do. The irony for me to get a revolution there than just the burnout coming up the stretch. Like, man, a power rating certainly equivalent to her 89 heart rating would have helped push her through that. But, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. And, yeah, that's, yeah, that's one of those races I want back. I didn't really have any of those last episode. I went 5 for 6 or whatever. This one, not so much. Big Friday will be up in this grade 2 on the Plain Stakes. Northern Rock, Mental Saturn, Imminent Smile are competition here today. Big Friday dropping in class. He's pretty much hitting this grade 2 level. I could put him in grade 1 still, but like I'm done doing that. Like that was just stressing myself out. If a horse can't win grade 1s in a competitive way for me, then I put them in grade 2s and grade 3s. It's perfectly fine. And like I said, sometimes they still get enjoyment out of that equally as much. Sometimes, if not more, depending on the quality of the race. Ah, poor Hearthstone. Poor baby. That's on me. I mean, we were going to lose either way because she was already gassed, right? At a furlong when the Revolution tapped out, less than that, maybe, 0.75. We weren't going to win at that point. We weren't even going to hit our goal. Me doing the extra taps, I don't, just hesitation, really. Just oh, yeah, her stamina's burnt out. You know? You're getting that revolution, and then it's yeah, tell your brain to stop doing that. So, that stinks. That's a weird. I haven't had that happen in a long time, to be honest. Where I've had a revolution and then the horse tired out that early before the finish line. Usually, if we've tapped out, it's been half a furlong or less left, and we've been able to push through or at least finish close enough to hit our goal. Yeah. She tapped out almost at pretty much less than a furlong to go, more or less. Yeah, that's a race I really should have actually watched back in real time. And gosh, I wasn't thinking, but yeah, I'm gonna have to just really look at her and kind of get that dialed in better. So Big Friday, this will be interesting. Let's see what happens here. We are the favorites, so not supposed to goop this one up, but it could be one of those days. You never know. Okay, let's go, my boy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Push. 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 Just a tap. Just a tap. Just a tap. Yup. 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 Looking good. Looking good. You see, this guy has the power to carry uphill. You see, she was tapped out right before that point, right? She was already tapped out. We weren't going to win that race, and Big Friday clears that easily. You know what I mean? That's the difference in a power rating that makes a horse not struggle going up an incline. Right there in real time. As much as I wish I could have that other race back, I'll redeem myself there. Yeah, Big Friday. Gets it done easily. But yeah, he runs a furlong extra in this race as well. She ran one shorter, and that's no shade to Heart of Stone at all. That's my baby forever, of course. With the fast pace here, again, I'm just making a real case example. That's what happens. Again, and it beats Northern Rock by 6 lanes. Come on, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the difference. So I look for those things in my horses when I'm breeding, sometimes when I'm, acquiring just random rides in the shop. Yeah, so nice ride there from Big Friday, right? Osaka Derby here, 10 furlongs in the dirt. You made me promises. Sometimes I'm just not really in the mood to go through the post parade, and we're really trying to get through the Dream series here, which is happening in this year, guys. Remember, we're finally here. Gosh, I feel like I've not dragged it along, but some of you could say that. That's fine. For a year. But I try to play Gallop Racer when I'm inspired, right? Because you guys can notice when I'm just playing to play, and then the episodes lack in energy. I don't like doing that. So usually when I'm playing now for the last couple of, I would say, weeks, the last couple of weeks before I actually kind of closed out from my burnout to where I'm at now. Yeah. I'm making sure to play it in a more intentional way, is what I'm trying to say, as opposed to, like I said, just recording just to record. I've done that for a long time. It's time to progress to something different, right? And everything has to mature or to grow, or, adapt in one way or another, so I think this channel, this community is definitely ready for that now. And it'll all be a nice merger as well, because like I said, I'm enjoying Rival Stars for my personal playing experience offline. I'm not playing that game every single day, but I'm enjoying it on my days when I do engage with it, just as I do here with Gallop Racer. So, and starters orders as well, you know what I mean? Put myself there through slow motion. Yeah, it's just weird, man. Like I've been really looking at my analytics and YouTube, just kind of sharing, just kind of some personal life things with you guys, and I've looked at the channel really from 2022 to 2020, like 5, 26. Like a lot of stuff happened in 2022, just some unforeseen things, right? Some hard things had to go through, family life, and I kind of was drifting in and out. I would make content, then I wouldn't, right? I would batch record content, schedule that, and then sometimes I would come back, and sometimes I wouldn't, and I just kind of noticed that, like, yeah, the things I wanted to do even way back then, I had not done all these years, man. The series that I wanted to implement with you guys, uh, especially with Gallop Racer, the Gallop Racer World Cup, we got that started, but that was supposed to be continuous. And I don't know what you made me promises once. Like, Revolution? No? Last corner leader? Hold on, baby. Hold on. Can you hold on? Oh, she's going to gas out, too. I wasn't even running her that hard. Like, that's... Come on, baby. Hang on there. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Ah. Yeah. She was all game. I was giving her just those last 2 taps just to see what she still had. That's going to be a second place. She gets it done, though. She gets it done. That was close. Young Claw gets us. That's fine. Man, that was tough. I didn't even run her that hard. I really didn't. Really did not run her that hard. But she's on the dirt here for the Osaka Derby, and she still finishes second. That's not bad. Fast pace as well. That's what matters. Like, when you see... That's back-to-back fast paces. This hasn't been a slow contest we've been running. Yeah, I actually kind of want to watch that back, so... But, you guys get the point, right? I'm ready to get the Gallop Racer World Cup. That's not going to be the official name of it, or maybe it will. I may bring it back, but to bring it back as Season 3, and then people go back and rewatch the other series, and they're like, hey, it's entirely different. Like, I don't really want that confusion, so we'll just say the Gallop Racer World Cup was inspiration for what this new Gallop Racer horse racing gamer series will be, and that's not going to be the name at all, so don't worry about that. But really excited, really excited. I'm just trying to, again, decide last minute what's going to be easier for me to do and maintain without burning me out, because I've been doing this long enough where I know if I commit to something without really thinking about it long term, probably going to hit that wall, and then it's going to hit, what, a season and a half or 2, then it's going to disappear. I don't want to do that. Whatever decision I end up making, and I'm just giving myself a couple more days to just kind of see how some things will look, just with some foreshadowing and some future planning. Like, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, this makes more sense for what my scheduling will be, my life, day to day, so on and so forth. So I think that's all I have to say for that exactly. But you made promises, man. She moved up really nicely, as you saw there. Yeah, I didn't run her hard at all. Yeah, I got her going, but she's a proceeder and can borderline be leading the race on occasion, so she's not supposed to be running too far from the back. I thought I put her under a pretty good ride there, and just turns out she tapped out there. And the rest of the field was really not in any competition. It was us and Young Claw all the way till the end, with the one horse closing at the end. So had that race gone longer, yeah, she would have probably been in trouble, but she wouldn't be running in a dirt race longer than 10 furlongs. So yeah, D on the spurt, I'll take responsibility for that, but only other thing I could have did is saved her. Like, she was all like, her stamina was already going down. The time for me to save her, I already saw was going out the window before it was time for me to actually get her moving in her spurt. Whether that was 2.3 or 2.4, I don't remember, but her stamina was already dropping before that point, just barely. So, yeah, just felt like it was one of those races Young Claw had us beat. Move on to the Yokohama Stakes, another dirt race, going 7 furlongs. That's a sprint, shorter than a mile. Cafe Bronco, 9th favorite here today, so over odds. I'm doing this because I want to know what his dirt rating is. They're not telling us as usual. It's like I don't know if that's some weird RNG handicap that Tecmo introduced after you get to a certain point. Maybe some of you just have success where the game tells you automatically. Doesn't tell me for me. It's very rare we know automatically what our horse's like type is. And we've been running this guy for years, so not a good start, but I'll try to adjust. Yep. Sorry, gonna close you out there because can't afford to be hanging out there too long. Nice. Unfortunately, Cafe Bronco makes it pretty easy for me when we get a bad start. I don't really have to worry about it too much. Okay, just hold him back just a little bit. Slot in, slot in. Okay, there we go. Nice. All right. I want to make sure I don't get overtaken by anybody on the outside because they'll close me in, and I hate when that happens. Is that the horse? Oh. The 12 ran. I wasn't even paying attention. Round Minister, third favorite as well, running with us, and is actually a front runner, so that's fine. Okay, 2.5 furlongs left to go. This is a quick one. It's going to move to the inside. I'm going to go ahead and move to the outside. Cafe Bronco, a little bit of a late move here. And I feel like that game over. Game over, yeah. Absolutely lost him. Terrible, terrible riding by me. I mean, we're not supposed to finish higher than 9th today, but still, I really should have maintained the inside. I don't think we maintained 9th, do we? I have no idea. I wasn't even paying attention. We hit 8th. Wow. We hit our goal. They're going to give me a D or a C on this spurt at best. I guarantee it. Round Minister ends up smoking us still to finish 2nd. And Mental Galaxy, I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that that horse is in the race. Wins 125 and 5 as expected. Yeah, that's a race I'm watching back. Again. So it wasn't a good start from the beginning. We were already kind of up you-know-what's creek, right? But not really. I was able to push through. And like I said, Cafe Bronco, pretty quick to respond. You saw his stats. Most of his stats are still in the yellow, so he's still pretty strong. Clearly, probably not a dirt horse, because that just felt tough. You know when you're playing with a certain horse in this game and you can just feel the resistance of just trying to really, make it work in the end? Like, I felt that. Wasn't a great ride for me there in the end, but I did my best to get him to where he needed to be, which is right here. Like, he was riding easy. He was riding fine. I could have dropped him back, 2 or 3 lengths. Honestly, don't think it was going to make a difference. He's a horse that is last corner leader. I needed to get in front. Where I messed up was letting Round Minister cut us off right there. And then the turn ended up taking me way further out than I actually expected with Cafe. But you see right there, he's done. He's already, he's already throwing in the towel, and I don't even want to watch the rest. Oh, yeah, gosh, that's what I meant. Like, I didn't want to be overtaken. And you know what's funny? When I'm racing with people in real life or in the simulator, whether I'm playing Gran Turismo or whether I'm doing iRacing for anybody that's familiar with that, yeah, I'm not going to let you actually do that to me in those scenarios. In this game, I let the AI do it to me all the time, and I don't know why. I think because I don't feel like the stakes are the same, right? This is something I'm playing because I enjoy horses. I enjoy Gallop Racer, right? I enjoy horse racing games, but when it's iRacing, when it's league points, when it's something, those are stakes where it's like, yeah, I can't actually let you do this. I still shouldn't have let it happen there, because that's just kind of it's just annoying. I shouldn't let it happen. So yeah, not ideal, but we hit our goal. Like I said, what I say, they gave us a C, right? That really would have been an F minus probably, just because I blew that. Those are the type of things, I feel like you permanently lose rides for, depending on the trainer or the owner. They're just like, yeah, I don't want you riding any of my horses ever again. I'd be like, you know what? I totally get it. That was kind of, I'd be kind of mad at me too. We have a bunch of races here, which you guys said you probably enjoy the longer episodes, which, yeah, I guess I should keep this rolling, but as usual, I like to make sure I put everybody into our race before we move on. So Cafe Bronco, I'm just going to go and order my spreadsheet because I'm trying to look all over the place. So yeah, see, they're still not telling me his dirt rating. I hate it. I'm going to keep running him on the dirt. By Gentle House of the Tigris of Stone, and he finished 8th on the dirt beforehand in a grade 3 in the Mercury Stakes, going 10 furlongs. Okay, the short distance, yeah. That obviously doesn't suit. So I'm definitely running him back on the dirt again. Need to look for a race that's actually long enough. And we're not putting him in the GWS because we have horses competing. They're exclusively White Mountain Steaks grade 3. That's a perfect test, right? Yeah, okay. Let's try this again with Cafe Bronco. A little bit of a handicap. I'm willing to take it. Okay. Next will be Heart of Stone. Gosh, I am so sorry, my girl. That was rough. But she's not demoralized, which is good. I mean, look, she's in good spirits, and she's like, hey, that wasn't the best. And I've been up and down with her, and gosh, the game's been generous. I've actually dropped the last 3. So, 10 lifetime starts, 2 wins, 3 places, 3 shows. Her toughness rating is the worst thing, but she'll be a good broodmare because she'll give us at least stability with stats. By Gentle House of Chasing Hearts, so... what am I not doing right with you? 8 to 14, turf. I'm not even going to try to run you on the dirt right now. Even though gosh, do we try? And I can't even retire her. She's still not even at her prime. That's what's kind of concerning about that last race. That was 10 furlongs. And she hit a revolution and still burnt out. Does she have counterclockwise not good or something? Is that what that auto ability is? That would have... I don't know. Something's off. Something's off. I just don't know what. And to be honest, I'm going to run her as a closer next time out. A little bit further back. Her stamina's only 61. Yeah, I should have paid more attention to that. 10 is a... Yeah, running her a bit long. Let's run her a mile, Eric. Yeah, let's try shortening the distance and see how she responds. Sprinter's Cup. I'm so nervous if I don't win this race, I'm going to lose her. And let's just register her as an original just beforehand. She's probably already here. No, she's not. Wow. Okay. You see, that's how I end up missing out on horses, right? I'm nervous if we don't do well in this race, I'm going to lose her. But this is the type of pressure I need to put on myself to get this done, you know? Gosh, if you... Alright, if you're a millennial, you would totally understand the accent of the character I probably just did from... It's back from Cartoon Network days. The Powerpuff Girls. Fuzzy Lumpkins. Oh, please tell me if anybody remembers Fuzzy Lumpkins in the comment section. Please, 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 please let me know. Or in the Discord. I promise I will try to be active. No, I haven't been active as much. Genuinely, I've been busy, man. And just like... Even my friends that are like local, I'm just busy, man, with work. A lot of goals, though. Working towards goals, so... But yeah, Fuzzy Lumpkins, please. If you remember that character, please let me know in the comment section below. I feel like that's literally what I just went through there. You made promises. Okay, we still finished second in the Osaka Derby. I've been hitting my goals with her. 8th, 1st, 2nd. 12 lifetime stars, 6 wins, 3 places. So, yeah, she doesn't like finishing worse than 2nd. We've only had a couple finishes like that. By Gentle House at a Free Fear. She's pretty basic. 77 heart, 77 response. She's still fast. They're not telling me her dirt rating. They're not telling me her distance. As usual, the game not telling me jack you know what. I hate it. This grade 3 Opal Stakes feels like where I need to put her because I don't really know what she's going to be. She's a project horse of mine. I was hoping for more. This is more or less what's expected. And again, she's not bad. If she's not going to be a grade 1 horse, that's fine. I will turn her into the next Moon Trapper. Kind of been looking for a horse like that anyways. Who else do we have? Pearly Ball, you're at the top. No, you're racing today. Okay. So I think that's it for everybody that raced there. Let's get a quick save. And then we'll resume on. I'll be taking just a short break here. Alright, we're back. We have 5 races to actually close out today's episode in the card. Dude, you've been so weird. No. Bye. Bye. Alright, we have Pearly Ball up in a grade 2, Rapid Blade in a grade 1, Eastern Knife, Glam Queen, and Rocky Hurricane all in grade 1s. We'll mainly be in New York, London, Miami, and London. And here we are in Miami with the grade 2 Pearly Stakes with... the grade 2 all-comer stakes with Pearly Ball. My goodness, what am I saying? We're the favorite. Is it? These fields have been competitive. There's at least been half a dozen horses that have all had a chance of winning, and we've seen how that's turned out in most of these. Yeah, I'm specifically just chasing, I think, grade twos and grade threes with Pearly Ball. I don't. Yeah, I don't have the. Yeah, he has the record here, right? I don't really have the impulse to do anything else with him because it doesn't feel necessary. And I'm still going to make a point that, like, yeah, you can still make super horses in this game by doing some pretty neat stuff. So I just like seeing just the different type of horses that can come out. And granted, I haven't always had the great pairings of sires or broodmares, which is usually why most of my project horses have come out so weird. But now that the quality of the broodmares and sires have finally improved and we're getting more, even better ones, like my project horses should be turning out better. So I'm excited for Pearly Ball to be a part of that for me. I don't know what broodmare I'm gonna pair him with yet. Probably one of the 3-year-olds that are on track right now. I know you don't want to go slower, bro, but like you can't go any faster, so I'm gonna have to put you here. Okay. Wow. That's fine. No, this is one of those races where like running him perfect. He's at a 7. There's really no excuse here. I haven't done anything wrong by him so far, so. Who's that? Roman Spring. Silver Monster. Okay, this should be a nice little coast. Yep. Nice. Like I said, I just like going on smooth rides here and just kind of getting some nice work in with Pearly Ball. You know what I mean? Like that. I love the way he's able to just coast out. So finding the right broodmare for him is going to be especially important for me. But I'm telling you, it'll be worth it. Not going to mess this one up. And I'm getting to the point of really trying to take my breeding seriously. I'm playing Pokemon again, and that's a whole different thing to it. Probably actually deeper than this because there's all sorts of different things. But 7 length winner here. Pearly Ball over Roman Spring. There we go. That's easy work right there. But I will be referencing that at some point in 2026 for those of you that would like to watch my Pokemon journey or be a part of it as well, because could always use some friends to play with, man. I love Pokemon just as much as I love Gallop Racer and racing and other things. So here we are in the London Mile Stakes, 8 furlongs for a mile. GWS territory. This counts. Rapid Blade. Probably over odds to go here. It's competitive, you know. Again, just kind of like trying to focus on our race. Sparking Nova's here, so that's annoying. If we win this race, it's because we did everything right and the AI did everything wrong. And quite frankly, this is a perfect race for Rapid Blade to steal. She's got good power. She really doesn't have an excuse. 54 heart is not great. She has bears. Counterclockwise, not good. Yes. You know, I say she has no excuse, and then I go and list like 3 negative things. My point is, okay, like, I have played through those things and I've proven not whatever her win ratio is or her win to meets ratio is, like, it hasn't affected me, you know, for most of her career. Less than half a dozen times, and I don't even think it's happened half a dozen times. So September Sky with the record here. Nice. Just retired her recently. Is our broodmare.
The horses are in the gate. And away they go.
I love that the beginning of this soundtrack actually sounds like a plane taking off from like a jet. A plane. What am I saying? A jet or a plane taking off from the runway? My goodness, yeah, because that makes sense, Eric. Like a plane taking off from a jet. I mean, I guess you're unless the plane is running away from the. Okay. Like I said, it's just one of those episodes. You know, man. Like it'll happen. Rapid Blade is one of my project horses. You see, she was a slow burner in the beginning, but man, she's turned out to be. I don't think she's eclipsed her mother butterfly effect yet, but she's getting close. Okay.
2 furlongs to go.
And she has a chance to steal this one. Come on, baby, let's go. Come on, Rapid. Come on, Rapid. Field's closing. She's got so much left in the tank. Come on, baby. She's got a great power rating as well. Rapid Blade, dig it in. She's trying to hang in. Come on, Rapid. That was so close, so close. I couldn't even look. I was just so focused on trying to win. No way. Yeah! What I tell you, man. What I freaking tell you, man. What I tell you. Rapid Blade gets it done. That's a big win, man. Just beat freaking Sparking Nova. Suck on that. Yeah. Finally. That's probably the best win I've had on any of my project horses in this game, in this entire playthrough, since I've been doing this on YouTube, for sure. Sparking Nova finishes 5th. We beat... I feel like Rapid Blade doesn't get enough respect on this channel, man. Like, and that's fine. Like, if she's gonna be the dark horse, the anti-hero, so be it. So be it. Rapid Blade, right? Fast pace as well. Yeah, you can't run with her, man. You can't run with her. That's Butterfly Effect's daughter for sure, is it not? And even better, guys, she's the last remaining only competing on-track descendant of the Great Bolero. She is. She's, I believe, the great granddaughter of the Great Bolero at this point, or great granddaughter, but long live Bolero was her father, her sire. So yeah, run with that, huh? Run with that, eh? No, like I said, she makes it easy. It's the way it was with Butterfly Effect. I was able to run and control the tempo however I wanted, and the AI and the rest of the field have to respond, man. The blinkers keeps her focused, keeps her intact, just like her mother was. Man, I told you though, I'm like, there's no excuse for her. If I can get her in a good window, I'm like, she can win that race, man. And come on, she beats a great field of horses with no revolution, no nothing. Fast pace as well. Look at her. She's responding. She's responding to the tap. She's responding. She's staying. She's focusing. Keeping her head down. Look, keeping her head down. Oh, man, what a win for Rapid Blade there. With the photo finish. And, like, we don't get those often, so. Come on, man. Oh, wow. What a win. Yeah, that's what I want to do with Pearly Ball as a sire, and I think I had a sire in mind for Rapid Blade, but considering I've just raced the two recently, I don't know, man. Pearly Ball and Rapid Blade could be really something fun. Oh, man, so many good replays here. I love Naked Chariot, but I probably can get rid of one of his. Wow, what a win there from Rapid Blade, eh? She gets it done. That's a GWS sprint win. I hope I didn't say turf earlier. I feel like I may have said turf accidentally, but who cares? That's a big time win. She wasn't supposed to win that race. Like, come on. I made people very happy. Like, boom. Even on a weaker horse, you can still win. Because I was like the only trainer that legitimately believes in me, even when I have my rough points. He's like of those. Man, come on. Can't even make it up. What a win. Wow. Whew. Man, we have to compose ourselves here for the LA Turf Stakes. 10 furlongs with Glam Queen, 5-year-old mare. 4th place. She's got Last Derby, Missing Whale, Final Movie. Like, it's an absolute gulag here of top-notch horses. And, yeah, Glam Queen should finish top 5. I'm just going to focus on that. Rapid Blade winning the GWS Sprint would be so amazing, man. That's a big win for her. She's going to shoot up to at least 3rd or 2nd, if not 1st. She might be close to 1st. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe she's 2nd, but... wow, what a win. What a win. What a win. Eastside Band with the record here. I mention this every once in a while. It's great that, like, now most of our in-game horses are... well, yeah, horses that at least I've raced on have produced records here at these tracks now. In-game or domestic, doesn't matter. Okay, so we have the objective to get Glam Queen to the front. Let's go, baby. I was going to say, when I'm like, I didn't decide to race her on the dirt. I always forget this track does that. Okay. A little bit faster than I wanted, but I refuse to let whoever that is. Missing Whale? Nope, not today, buddy. Because I can't run as a closer, so I'm going to have to... This is a mirror of... I know this is like Breeders' Cup time, basically. Man, all these races have been a fast pace. Just because, actually, now that I think about it, just because it is the Breeders' Cup season doesn't mean every race is going to have a fast pace. Sometimes the races are usually mid to slow. Last couple of years that's changed, though. But
They are midway down the back stretch.
yeah, they are. 12-4, 12-1. We are moving here. Like I said, fast pace. But I'm controlling it with Glam Queen. She is the queen. All hail the queen. Most importantly. She dictates the tempo here today. Missing Whale is going to have to play second fiddle. Up, a little bit of response here.
2 furlongs to go.
Nice. There we go. Let's go, baby. Take off. This is Glam Queen's race to win. Final Movie has been rejected. Fire Pentagon is trying to come for a late finish. The 9th place finishing horse. It doesn't freaking matter. It's all Glam Queen. All hail the queen, Glam Queen. She gets it done. She gets it done. Oh, wow. Yes. Boom. All hail the queen, Glam Queen. All hail the queen, Glam Queen. Boom. How do you like that? We're 3 for 3, aren't we? Yes, we are. 3-length winner over Fire Pentagon. Perfect Tempest. Nice silence. It doesn't matter. Final Movie gets smoked. Last Derby gets smoked. Missing Whale gets smoked. And again with the fast pace. You see, I remember there used to be a couple comments saying I was incapable of winning or running with front runners. Not even remotely true. I need to run on my type of front runners, not just any front runner that's in the game. And you know what I mean? Like, they're very specific. Their attributes, their strengths, their weaknesses, I play to the best of them when I have everything aligned for it to work. And gosh, Glam Queen, as always, gets out like a rocket. Like, I had to hold her back. Missing Whale wanted to challenge for the lead, and I'm like, challenge rejected. You will not control the tempo. And I wish we could get back to Missing Whale and us. Thank you. Glam Queen rocks, man. She's such a rock star. Look at her go. Yeah, Missing Whale had to settle for second. Yeah, like I said, control the tempo there, right? 2 more races here with Eastern Knife and Rocky Hurricane to close us out. But yeah, no, I can win on front runners. I've proven that quite often. It's just sometimes some of them I just feel like they're not really built for success, at least for me, just because they have weird attributes. Not the case here with Glam Queen at all. She is a real problem when I can get out and control the pace the way I want. And these have just naturally been fast paced. I haven't been trying to push it that fast. I've just been trying to get my horses into a good rhythm based off of where I feel like the AI was going to respond. And they weren't, the horses behind us weren't going to settle for a medium or slow pace. Someone was going to be pushing it fast. Gosh, she was absolutely in love with the rhythm of the race there. And Glam Queen is out. She checks out. Yeah, the horses that usually cause me problems, not giving me a single problem here today. Like I said, suck on that. Boom. You got it. Glam Queen gets it done, baby. Wow, nice ride there. I gotta save that one. Eventually, I'm probably gonna compile all of these replays here just into like one movie. Or, yeah, probably one movie. I think that's the easier way to do it because going through like film to like edit highlights, it's just a little bit time consuming. I'll just have to make myself reminders once we start our next series to actually start like recording some of these. Or at least getting them into my folders. A lot of replays here. I don't know who to replace. I usually replace replays from in-game horses because I feel like, well, as good as that is, no offense, who cares. Do I have any space? You know, it's fine, actually. Glam Queen's the queen, man. She doesn't need proof of her accolades. She reminds you that she gets it done. Saturn stakes here with Rocky Hurricane. Favorite as well. Heavy favorite, actually. Quite surprising there. And not really a competitive field, yeah. The game used all of its gas on the other races trying to tank our GWS chances and our overall ending season chances. And I've rejected most of it, so. Rocky Hurricane, how you looking? Yeah, no weaknesses, really. Power rating at 90 isn't great, but he's fast enough where that shouldn't be a problem. No excuses for Rocky Hurricane. We need to get this win. Yeah, gotta make this work, man. Alright, Eastside band with the record. Yeah, Eastside band with the record here as well. This is gonna seem like a ridiculous question in the median of me running a very important race right now, but if anyone wouldn't mind kind of giving me like a really, really basic summary of just kind of your overall thoughts on the remaining Q4 season of horse racing when it comes to thoroughbred racing. And I'll just say internationally, domestically in the United States, obviously for where I reside. Because I don't know really what to look for next year. Like, I watched the Breeders' Cup and it was exciting. Don't get me wrong. And I watched it obviously not live. Unfortunately, I was busy, but I caught up on it. And yeah, there's horses I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, but not like. I keep bringing it up, man. I feel like horse racing, especially. Gosh, I mean, Forever Young is a big story. I'm not. Forever Young is its own thing. I'm not talking about Forever Young. I like. He is finally a story that I think can be made, and he can still do more. I would like to be able to say that, at least, you know. That would be wishful thinking. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. It was a great year. I didn't feel like I really watched as much as I wanted to, but still feels like something is missing, man. And I don't know if it's just because like we have horses still retiring so early, and I don't know. Probably turn that into another video at some point, but finish. Let's go. All right. There we go. Get that done with Rocky Hurricane. I mean, yeah, no. Forever Young is like, you know, sometimes when things happen, I kind of give time to kind of die down as far as just kind of the initial hype and just in the momentness of everything, so I can really have the time to kind of digest without feeling like I have everybody and everybody else's, you know, reaction. Sometimes it's just like I want to really digest something great that's happened, you know, and it's like I want to take my time to really look at, man, like this horse really did it, man. You know, from maiden race to, you know, champion, right? Rocket Hurricane makes that easy. So it's easy grade 1 clockwork for that dude. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. It's something. And like I said, I just feel like I'm kind of having brain fog. But if anyone has any idea of what I could be talking about when it comes to just kind of where the thoroughbred horse racing scene is today, something feels missing, and I don't know. I just can't put my finger on it. I've been watching since, obviously, I've been a kid, like most of you. So we have a lifetime experience, right? Something is missing, and I just don't know what it is. And maybe one of you could better articulate or better kind of, you know, guess at what I'm trying to say, because I'm like I said, I'm having brain fog. New York Turf Stakes close us out here today with Eastern Knife. He's the favorite, no excuse, and we're just gonna rip and run there. But yeah, something feels missing. So why I kind of go through these
The horses are on
ebb and flows of being into it and following it, and then I just kind of drift out because I don't know if I just get sick of seeing like the same stories or the same, you know, just part of it can be redundant, and it just didn't feel that way back in the day when I'm watching races from the late 90s across the world. It just felt like even in the midst of great dominating champions, there were so many multiple great legitimate stories going on. Now it feels like they're a dime a dozen, and maybe that's obviously because the competition has obviously increased because of technology and overall knowledge on just overall racecraft for racehorses. I get that, but still, it just feels like something is missing, man. And admittedly, the sport is actively trying to get people into it. I have friends, of course, you know, Nathan, aka, you know, Sketchy the horse guy. He's doing great with that. Obviously, being able to connect with a younger generation that I think is obviously having an impact and going to have an impact on the future of horse racing. As again, Eastern Knife is a tough dude, so I can do that with no issue at all. And yeah, you know, that's great. Obviously, because you need the younger generation to be into your sport if you want it to have success. But I think that's the problem. I think the younger people into horse racing are very niche based off of location and demographics, right? You look at other mainstream sports like soccer or football, obviously for the rest of most of the 2/3 of the world, soccer for the Western audience, and you know, you have kids of all ages into it intensely, but obviously horse racing, I know it has its negative connotation or stigma that could, you know, still play a part, but the sport has done a lot to show, in my opinion, transparency into the care and the well-being of the horses as we head around the stretch here for Eastern Knife, kind of putting him in a dogfight here. Let's see how he responds. There's the grit. I'm reminding everybody that Eastern Knife, I don't have to worry about. This is why I'm breeding him with Eastside Band. They're going to create I'm going to get as many horses from them as I can, and I am so looking forward to it. Eastern Knife, bang on to close out the day. We sweep it. It's 5-4-5. Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go. Boom. Yeah. I'm sure I probably turned those discussions into YouTube shorts, so some of you will probably see them a couple times, but new audiences will discover them. Irrelevant at that, Eastern Knife wins the New York Turf Stakes. It's all about him, not me. Let's go. Great win. 5 furlong winner. Slow pace there. Nizawa gives me great horses. He's such a reliable trainer. We have such a great relationship. Can't be defeated, man. We can't. I mean, we can, but you know what I mean. We're not. At least not now. That's a sweet baby. 5 for 5, and that is going to be a GWS sprint win for Rapid Blade. And let's see how the board updates, because that's going to be important. Yeah. Not only is Rapid Blade leading, she's leading by 6 points, clear over Cutting Crystal, Golden Monster, Sparking Nova, and Whispering Gold, who still had a chance here. Had I kept him in the direction, I felt that wasn't the best thing to do. Rapid Blade might actually win the GWS sprint. That's crazy to think. She's not even the fastest horse in the barn, but it goes to show you. She's the fastest capable horse this year that's winning it. Man, as a 6-year-old mare, it goes to show you I'm really overachieving with her, right? And I love every second of it. GWS Turf, we still have Eastside Band, and I forgot Falling Stars competing here. Pretty competitive bracket, but we should be winning this one. I have to win this one, so I'm just gonna keep staying in flow state with Rapid Blade there to try to get that done. And the GWS Dirt not really competing here, kind of took that. And because that's the thing, 5 wins this year for me as a jockey here, 3 seconds, 1/3, and 1/5. So winning the important races when they matter. Rapid Blade. She's a bad girl, man. She's a bad girl. She gets it done. She's a bad mama. Like I said, counterclockwise doesn't. I ignore that, right? And I plan around it. Bears, it doesn't happen, right? We haven't seen it happen. And her heart rating being at 54. Man, she showed you she's game. 70 speed rating, winning that race. Like, you know what I mean? But look at her. That's why. Look at the stats. The queen. The second queen here. The secondary. The dark queen. The anti-hero queen, Rapid Blade. I think she deserves that persona. It's very fitting of her. 31 lifetime starts, 16 wins, 4 places, 4 shows. So that is 24 finishes in the top 3 out of 31 starts. And probably the 7 came from a combination of races in the early parts of her career. 6 grade 1s. Look at her, man. She won the Queen Mile Stakes. She was supposed to... Yeah, 666. I know that might freak some people out. My lucky and favorite number is 6. It always has been, literally. I've played that in sports all the time. Like, any combination of 6, like, has always been, like, good fortune for me. So it's working with Rapid Blade. She's a 6-year-old mare, man. You know what I mean? Like, she's getting it done. Look at that. She was supposed to finish 6th in all 3 of those GWS Turf Sprint races at a mile. And second, first. She's my project horse, man. To me, that's just kind of confirmation that, like, I'm doing the right thing by, like, kind of taking my time with her in this pedigree. And, like, it's finally, I think, there. She's been on a winning streak as well. She's been on a winning streak since last October. Outside of that second place finish, like, again, from the Super Mile Cup. Like, she's been hot, man. My goodness, like, yeah, like, the only thing she's missing from Butterfly Effect is the number of grade 1s. I think Butterfly Effect won 20 plus, so that's probably not going to happen with Rapid Blade unless it happens between now and her 8-year-old career. I don't know if I'm going to race her all the way to 8. I might continue to race her in a way like that she can get things done, continue to win, continue to stack. Continue to stack more wins, and most importantly, win a GWS Turf. Well, GWS Sprint Championship, which is mostly on the turf, because the turf is actually a completely different series with longer races. We all know this, so that's going to do it. That is a good way to end the card. Obviously, still a lot more races to go. Give me time to get through these. Maybe a couple weeks before the next episode as I kind of get some other things in motion and, take some parts of this in the last episode. So, yeah, like I said, I enjoy Gallop Racer when I play it, when I'm actually in the mood to play it. If I'm doing it when, I just feel pressured, it just doesn't work out. So, much love to you all. Until next time, Major G, sign out. Winning Ram Fantastic Day. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Yo, Rapid.